So I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that Sarah Garvey finally crossed over 101,000 YouTube subscribers. Give him a round of applause. The bad news is that he might lose his channel. And the reason why he might lose his channel has everything to do about this video that he released called The Truth About Pearl. I'll play just a small snippet so you can get a great understanding about what's going on.
So Pearl has taken people on from Africa, which on the surface looks like a good thing. And I guess it is. Africans are being fed, they're taking money from her, they are feeding their family. Amazing. However, with a colonial mindset, this can be quite dangerous. And what happened during that interview with Nick Fuentes was that she used an age-old tactic that colonizers use, which was the divide and rule tactic. She pitted African Americans versus Africans when she spoke about how hard Africans work compared to how hard African Americans work. And she also used the term, my Africans. Much of what Pearl says is determined by her management, which she has said to me on many occasions that she shares with Candace Owens. So when you have a colonial mindset and you have a management who tell you what to say, what generally happens in my personal point of view and what I actually saw was that she began to start paying people pittance.
So guys, this video Sarah Garvey released, he's talking about his experience working or collaborating with the Just Pearly Things network. Before she came to London, he did not know her. In fact, this brother is real known in the pro-black community in London. I know this because of the brothers that I know in the pro-black community in London. He's spoken very highly of. He's known in the community there, and he's a Jamaican, Caribbean, British brother. So he's known there for putting in some work, right? And of course, Just Pearly Things, aligning with some of the Kevin Samuels talking points and being, almost in love and enamored with the idea of being around black people, decided to reach out to this brother. Now, they had a podcast together called The Gray Area. The Gray Area podcast was a podcast that him and Just Pearly operated. They were both collaborators on the podcast. This is not the same as what you see on Just Pearly Things show, which there is a video or a podcast called The Pregame, which comes out every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday night. Now, the pregame sometimes would feature him, but other times it wouldn't. All right. He could be there. He could not be there. And from what I understand, he hasn't been there for a long time. He hasn't been there for, he was last there just 2 weeks ago. And there's the footage of it there. He was there with Melanie King. He was there at Media Stories and Reviews. So he was there live just on March 17th, 2023. Now, whenever he comes, he's paid a certain fee, right? That's the whole idea. He's paid a certain fee. Now, it's interesting. He was there for this video, Are Modern Women to Blame for Relationship Today, with the real MTR and Melanie King, but he was not there for the controversial Nick Fuentes interview to push back on some of this racist talking points of Nick Fuentes. That's interesting. When you want to talk about relationships, let's bring the brother. But when we want to debate the white supremacist talking points, let's leave him out. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Well, let's go ahead and fast forward, Dima. So the reason why I want to fast forward is this, because after releasing this video about Just Pearly Things and some of her, as he says, colonial tactics, she was trying to basically take, 70% of the income from the show that he produces, wanted him to work 30 hours a week or 20 hours a week, something like that. And the brother exposed it on his YouTube channel. Now, again, for those of you people who would say that, you know what, he's lying. He's not telling the truth, right? Okay, fine. If he's not telling the truth, how do you explain this? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Look at all those copyright claims. She pretty much tried to shut his channel down. All right. Now, I do want to play this video that Brother Philip Scott's show put up, a little bit of it. It's called Sarah Garvey 2012, How to Fight Copyright Claims and Fair Use. Now, I want to play a little bit of Brother Phil's video, and then I'm going to come back.
All right, I don't have long to talk because I got to get out of here and go do an interview. So we talked about what the young brother said yesterday about Miss Ann. So what ended up happening, what I saw in the community tab, and is Miss Ann, because the dude told the truth on her, she went the nuclear option and she filed a bunch of copyright claims against his brother. So, brother, I'm making this video directly to you. So this is how you do this, okay? So how do you fight a copyright claim? Remember, many years ago on my news channel, I had NBC Universal try to do the same thing that Miss Ann is doing. And they said the same thing to me. Hey, in 7 days, you're going to lose your channel. So I did my research on how to fight copyright strikes. Well, when they initiate a copyright claim, that is a legal process what they're initiating. So what you do is on YouTube, there's a section. That's why they give you 7 days. Every video, do a counter claim and explain how this is false. And if you're in these videos, then you explain how I'm in these videos. This is not her particular copyright, etc. And then at that point, once you file counter notifications, then basically YouTube will go back to her and say, hey, he filed counter notifications. You got 10 days to go file court paperwork to take him to court for these videos.
So guys, what we have been doing as a Black YouTube community, we have been trying to rally around our brother with YouTubers you know and you don't know. And I'm being a little bit more vocal about it, but look, like I said, she's only doing this because of what he said. Now, one thing I would tell anybody, right? If you ever do a podcast with somebody, the one thing you can never do is let them keep it on their channel. If you take the content from their channel and put it onto your channel, they can try to copyright strike you, which is what you saw there. But again, she's doing it because she is a hypocrite. The brother exposed everything, because if she wouldn't do it, it means he's telling the truth. That's the only reason why she's doing it, because he's telling the truth. She's trying to silence the brother and take down his channel. When she reached out to the guy, he helped build her flat platform. He helped introduce her to people in London. Without this guy, she wouldn't be where she is today. And because the brother has outed her for some things she did, now she's mad. But guess what? She ain't the only one, or the brother isn't the only one outing her. Her best friend, which I'll cover later on today, stop the show, is also outed her. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.